I hope you're having a great day. A lot of people have been messaging me of late saying that, hey, Luke, we saw someone on Instagram talking about hormone replaced therapy. We saw someone talking about bio-identical hormones, and because they took it, their life changed, their libido changed, their menopausal symptoms disappeared. You keep hearing all of this stuff. We need to understand social media can be great for you and it can be extremely destructive and dangerous. Let's understand a little bit about hormones today. I know a lot of women go through perimenopause, menopause with difficult symptoms, and many women don't. They just reach one fine day when they realize that, hey, my period cycle stopped, and they sail smoothly into postmenopause. Why is there this difference? Why is everyone not suffering the same way? Because there are factors that influence the way our hormones work. Bioidentical hormones, hormone replacement therapy, testosterone replacement therapy, which a lot of males misuse, and that whole thing to build more and more muscle at a particular age, because we're fed with this thing that, yep, we lose muscle mass and we got to increase muscle mass. Well, there's a right way of doing it and a wrong way of doing it. You see, your hormones are chemical messengers. They're either sending the right messages or they are sending the most dangerous messages. Whether those messages are going to your reproductive organs, your prostate gland, your ovaries, your breast, whatever it is, you don't have control over the complexity of the human body. The one thing I want you to understand today, there's a difference between the word complicated and complex. Let's take, for example, an air conditioner. If you're not an engineer, okay, the working of an air conditioner can seem very complicated to you. But once you understand, someone sits you down and breaks down everything in layman language, you understand how an air conditioner works. It's complicated. Now, the human body is not complicated. The human body is complex. What do I mean by complex? Complex is when we have a half understanding or an 80% understanding of how a particular food may work in us, how a particular medication may work on your symptom, how a particular treatment may work on your disease, because it's complex. Why can't it be like an air conditioner where we can say that if you remove this wire or you put this there, this is going to be the outcome? Because the human body works on physiology, biology, chemistry, and bio-individuality. There are so many factors that impact every single function in the human body. The temperature, the air, your emotions, your pH level, who said what to you, how much you slept last night, the kind of workout you did. Was it anaerobic? Was it aerobic? How much you ate, what time you slept, what time you woke up. All of these factors cannot be put into a lab when you're testing the efficacy of a drug, a supplement, or how a food works in the human body. So the human body is complex, and we need to respect that. When you're playing around with bioidentical hormones, TRT, which is testosterone replacement hormones, and when you're playing around with hormone therapy, does it have a place in people's lives? Absolutely. The people who really need it. Not the people who have messed up their lifestyle or who are messing up their lifestyle, and now they take a shortcut through these treatments. Because even if you are on these treatments, if you don't have a great doctor, and I mean great doctor, who will monitor you from the time you take the dosage, what dosage, when to taper it off, when to increase it, the side effects are massive. From the smallest to even increasing your risk or causing cancers. Now you'll see a lot of people talking about, hey, I did this and I felt better. Let's understand what balances hormones. And when you look at the lifestyles of women today versus the category of women who sail through perimenopause and menopause, we're not here to judge any of the groups. Everyone has their own set of problems in life, their own sets of living in life. But we need to understand what the truth is, so people have the truth to work with before they decide to take dangerous shortcuts. For hormonal balance, one of the most important things is sleep. And let me tell you something. If you do not correct your sleep, or for whatever reasons, I'm not here to judge you, and it's causing a hormonal imbalance, even if you put synthetic or bioidentical hormones in your body, what's going to happen is you're going to have the same problem. Your hormones are going to behave according to your sleep cycles. Number two, what kind of workouts? Today, people are so busy with their life, they decide to start getting into shape when they get perimenopause. It's too late. But if you started, please don't stop. It's never too late. But you want to be building muscle, you want to be reducing fat percentage from the time you're 20, 30, going on to your 40s. Thirdly is your mindset. The falling estrogen levels today is portrayed as something so bad. It's the natural cycle of your body. It states that, hey, the job of the ovaries is done. You reach menopause, estrogen will naturally reduce. This is something natural. Now, if you've had a poor lifestyle and you are leading into menopause with osteopenia or already osteoporosis, of course, menopause is going to make it way worse because your estrogen levels have fallen. If you have poor heart health, you haven't looked after the health of your heart, you have high blood pressure, you have constricted arteries, you have blockages, and now you're moving into menopause where estrogen is falling, it's going to be worse for you because estrogen is heart protective. It is cardioprotective. Estrogen has many functions in the human body. Now, if we have too much of estrogen, like today we have ER-positive breast cancers, we have endometriosis, we have fibroids and cysts caused mainly by a hormonal imbalance that leads to excess estrogen. Where does that excess estrogen come from? Number one, the wrong foods. Number two, polluted air. Number three, all our xenoestrogens found in cosmetics, drinking out of plastic bottles, your air fresheners, most of your soaps, your shampoos, your makeups, all of that. This is for men also. Number five, where does the excess estrogen come from? If you're carrying a lot of abdominal fat, your fat itself has a process of converting androgens into estrogen. And you will have excess estrogen, which is why we encourage men, women, boys, girls, maintain a healthy weight. Maintain a healthy fat percentage. Let's say you missed all of this. It's still not a problem. Some of us didn't have this information. Our parents wouldn't have had this information years ago. We're all learning. So what can you do? Number one is your sleep. Number two, stress levels. The more stressed you are, whether you're a young girl, young boy, young woman, young or elderly woman, the more cortisol you produce, your progesterone falls, testosterone falls, estrogen rises, which is not a good thing for you. Everyone knows that chronic stress impacts your hormonal balance. Go ahead and take bioidenticals. Go ahead and take hormone therapy. But if you've not solved or you've not learned how to manage your stress or use tools to navigate through your stress, you're going to have the same problem and you're in a risk of not knowing how your bioidenticals and your hormone therapy is going to work for you. I challenge anyone who's on an HRT or a bioidentical or who wants to do it, go to your doctor and ask them to confirm that what they've given you is without side effects. None of them will do that because the risk factors are heavy. Now, like I said, as I speak to you, I have many patients who need to go through this. They're being monitored. They're being supervised by their medical doctors. It's for a right reason because of certain treatments that they've gone through, certain cancers that they've gone through, or whatever it is. Today, we're looking for shortcuts, and you have influencers and social media to give you what you want to hear. The kind of patients we get dealing with the side effects of this Instagram crap coming from influencers is dangerous. You need to understand it involves your overall health. Your nutrition plays a very important role. You spent your life eating junk. You're going to have problems. Clean it up right now. The moment you start to feed yourself healthy food. Let's talk about alcohol, smoking, and vaping. They don't want to give this up, but they want to do HRT. But they want to do bioidentical hormones. We need to understand that your alcohol consumption, everyone's different. Some people can have alcohol regularly without any issues with their hormones, but some cannot. So people preaching to you about bioidenticals and hormones without first telling you to clean up your lifestyle and take away what is causing your hormonal imbalance. Please understand you're damaging your health and you are putting yourself into a high risk category of cancers and other complications. If you must do it under medical supervision. Take one opinion, two opinions, three opinions because it's your body and it's your life. There are no shortcuts. We have perimenopausal women who come to us on the brink of menopause, reaching menopause too quickly. They start to change their stress levels. They start to eat better. They start to weight train, body weight train, Pilates, build some muscle, because muscle is such a protective organ for you. It's part of your endocrine system, for your hormones. But we want to continue drinking alcohol. We want to continue having late nights, and we expect HRT to work. Please be careful of this. Women out there are destroying their health. But great, how do you make a viral reel today? Give people what they want. Say that I increased my libido. My hot flushes went. I took this. We deal with so many patients right now. They come with supplements. Luke, maca root powder. Luke, tell us about black cohosh. Luke, tell us about rhodial and all of that. These are great supplements. Fantastic supplements. But the first thing we tell every patient, unless you do what you're supposed to do, the supplement is not a magic pill. You still got to improve your sleep. You still got to manage your stress levels. You still got to cut out that alcohol and that vaping and that smoking. So picture a woman or a man. They want to smoke, they want to vape, and they want to drink alcohol. Hormones are out of balance, so they go for synthetic or bioidentical. Logically, is it going to solve your problems? Symptomatically, it's going to reduce your symptoms. But why would you take endogenous estrogen and put it into your body? Your body has its own problems trying to manage your natural progesterone, your natural estrogen. And these are the issues that are rising today across society, in the West and now massively in India because of wrong information. You need to understand, anyone out there who wants to balance their hormones, sleep, number one. Number two, your emotional wellness. Number three, your workouts. Most strength training, cardio is also important. Number four, clean nutrition. Minimum junk, minimum sugar, clean nutrients. Make sure you're hitting your protein macros and stop being scared of estrogen falling. It's a natural process. Like men have to stop being scared of testosterone falling. It's a natural process. But what can we do right now? We can make sure that it's not falling too quickly because of our poor lifestyle. And that's how you manage it. I know in the West it's become huge. Oh, come, let's do all of these treatments. They don't explain to you the massive risk factors. Maybe 10% of all of our patients need this treatment, and they're doing it beautifully. It's changed their life. But for every other person out there using it as a shortcut, please understand you are playing with your health in a very, very dangerous manner. Finally, there are no shortcuts when it comes to human health. And like I said, reflect and ask yourself, is every woman going through difficult perimenopause and menopause? The answer is no. What are they doing differently? And what changes do you need to make? And sometimes, of course, maybe we can't navigate through stress. Life is like that. Okay, then what else can I get better? Can I get my sleep better? We got to keep trying. But putting synthetic stuff in our body is never the solution, and there are always going to be negative consequences. Have a great day, everyone, and peace be with all of you.